Right, so today we are going to do factorization. Right, so looking at the word factorization, we know that the root word is factor. And we all know what a factor is. Right, so let's do an example. So the factor of 8. Factors of 8 are 1, 2, 4, and 8. So these are all numbers that can divide into 8 without leaving a remainder. Right? So we could write these factors as product to get back 8. So 1 multiplied by 8 will give you 8, or 2 multiplied by 4 will give you 8. Right? So this is basically what factorization is about, getting factors as a product to get back whatever, if it's an expression or a number in this case. So let's do 2x. So the expression is 2x. The factors are 2 and x. And if we multiply 2 multiplied by x, we'll get back 2x. So 2 is a factor, x is a factor, and products of each other, when they multiply each other, you get back 2x. Right? So basically, factorization is trying to factor out what is common in the terms in whichever expression you are given. Okay? And that's basically what factorization is about. So, example 1. If we are given the expression 2x plus 8, right? So, we want to factor out what is common in the two terms, a factor that is common in the two terms. So, we could rewrite 2x as 2 multiplied by x, and we could rewrite 8 as 2 multiplied by 4. And we'll see that 2 could be factored out because 2 is common in the two terms. So you put 2 in brackets, and outside the brackets, open brackets, and we write what is left, which is x plus 4. Right? So 2 is a factor, x plus 4 is also a factor. And if we multiply those two factors together, we'll get back 2x plus 8. Right? Let's move on. Let's factorize an expression with 4 terms now. Right? So x cube plus 3x squared plus 5x plus 15. Right? So when you see an expression with 4 terms and we have to factorize, we break it down. So the first 2 terms in brackets, and then the second 2 terms in brackets. Right? So now we could use what we learned in example 1 to factorize. Right? So you factorize the first 2 terms and then you factorize the second 2 terms. So we look for what is common. So x cubed plus 3x squared. So let's rewrite x cubed as x multiplied by x multiplied by x plus 3 multiplied by x multiplied by x. Because x squared is x by x and x cubed is x multiplied by x multiplied by x. So you see that what's common is 2x, x squared, right? So we factor out x squared, right? And we write what is left in brackets. So it'll be x plus 3. Right? And then the next 2 terms, which is a little easier, we'll see 5 multiplied by x plus 3 multiplied by 5. 5 is the common factor. So we put 5 on the outside, and in brackets we put x plus 3. Now we notice that x plus 3 is common, so we write x plus 3, and in the next brackets we write the terms that are outside, which is x squared plus 5. Right? So x plus 3 is a factor of the original expression, and x squared plus 5 is also a factor. When we multiply both by each other, we'll get back x cubed plus x squared plus 3x squared plus 5x plus 15. Let's do one more example. So now we're going to factorize a quadratic. X squared plus 4x plus 3. Right? So a quadratic with 3 terms, and the coefficient of x squared is 1. So the first thing we need to do, let's go in our working column. So we need to get two numbers. When we multiply, we get 3, and when we add, we get 4. Right? Using the same two numbers. So 1 multiplied by 3 will give you 3, and 1 plus 4, 1 plus 3 will give you 4. Right? So we write the middle term using the numbers that we now calculated. So it would be x squared plus 1x plus 3x plus 3. So it's only the middle term we rewrite using the two numbers that we now got. Right? So 4x is equal to 1x plus 3x. Now we do exactly what we did in example 2 and example 1. Brackets, we separate them in two terms, we pair them out, and then we factorize. So x squared plus 1x, we could factor out x, so you get x plus 1, and 3x plus 3, we could factor out 3, so you get x plus 1. You see that x plus 1 is common, so x, we write x plus 1, and then x plus 3 in brackets. Right? So x plus 1 is a factor, and x plus 3 is a factor. And when we multiply both, we get back the quadratic of x squared plus 4x plus 3. Right? So these are basic factorization. I hope you all understand.